Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with StampCreatively, and I am in my studio doing a little creating. I took some of my favorite things from the January to June catalog and created a card using the Oceanfront, Daffodil Dreams, the brick and mortar 3D embossing folder. I used the daffodil dies, and I used the sport event dies. Okay, this is warm. It was rainy and cold this morning, and so I am warm, and I'm happy about it. So I used this collection to create this. So I've used all those different things. So here's the daffodil die. This is the Oceanfront stamps. These are the Oceanfront stamps. I've the brick and mortar, and then this is part of the sports dies. So let me show you how I put it together. I want to remind you that Stampin' Up! Has a special this month. There are 13 bundles that are 20% off, and also the mini boss, which I'm going to use today to give you a couple tips and tricks about her. Oh, I never thought of her as a her, but I guess she could be a her. Okay, so simple enough. I have my brick and mortar that I'm going to stamp on. And then I have this die comes from the sports dies, and I'm going to run it through the mini boss. Now, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks with her. Again, she's a her today because we want her to be. So what I'm going to do is when you stack these, I like to stagger them. So I'm just going to stagger them like this. Let me put this in here. And it's perfect for these smaller dies. It fits in there perfectly. So I am going to layer this up and run it through. Now, I also wanted to show you something else I did. Let me run this through, get it lined up. Come on, friend. So on my table, it was kind of wobbling a little bit. So like this was just kind of wiggling. It doesn't do that on the big guy, but the little one does. And so I wanted it to lay flat. So I ordered some of these soft touch bumpers, and that's what's under here. So she doesn't make any noise. And I'm going to put them under here, but I wanted to show you. And so when I fold her up, because she folds up real nice and small, those don't really bother me or get in the way. They're just right there. Okay, so I've cut this. Love this die, just super cute. And then I've taken my granny apple, and then I went with seafoam. I wanted 2 shades of green stamped on here, and then I don't have my scrap piece of paper. Let me grab a scrap piece of paper to stamp on. I needed music to stamp by. So I like using these little stamping papers from the Stamparatus. So I went and grabbed this. So here's my Whisper White. I have schmutz on it, but I'm going to cover that, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, so on here, these are part of the Oceanfront, which this goes really well with a lot of the sets in the catalog. They all blend. All of the Horizons things. So I used these 2 pieces. I'm going to use some grass, and there's the little dots that I used. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it right here at the top, and I'm going to go over the edge a little bit. And it gives you that really pretty shading. I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to take it across the bottom. I'm going to go all the way down over that ticketed part. Okay, and because I like to do these a little different, like, you know, so this card, I didn't take it down as far. I just did it a little different. Oh, I forgot to silence that. Okay, that's silenced. That is my daughter-in-law sending me, oh, let's see. One moment, we'll take a little break. This is my daughter-in-law sending me pictures. Oh. There's a photographer that just took Sloan, because we got a new grandbabies, infant pictures. So this is, and she was, so this is what they were doing today. That's baby Sloan Margaret. She's just a little over a week old. Is she not cute? Okay, I'll have to look at those pictures later. Okay, so I like to stamp them the same, but just a little bit different. So what I wanted to do was, this is one of the borders from the Daffodil dies. And so I'm going to stamp a little bit of this on there. And I'm going to stamp it off. And just create a little bit of a pattern in the background. That's just a little bit different. And I want it to be really, really subtle. So I just added a little bit of a pattern to it with that. Can you see that? It's super subtle down that edge, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so now while I'm stamping, I'm going to add, here's my brick and mortar. This guy I put on here. And I did it and then ran it through the embossing folder. I did it opposite this time, just because I wanted to see the difference. I'm going to add a little bit of grass, and then this is mango. We're just going to look like we have a little splatter going on here. And on the original one, I didn't put any on here. I'm just going to do a little. Can you hear my dog snoring? My gosh, that puppy is wearing out Jax. It's so funny because Jax used to say, Mom, I want to play. 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 And now he says, Mom, will you get her to leave me alone? I want to rest. I just need a little bit of a break. It's really kind of entertaining for me. Okay, so now I'm going to take my daffodil. I'm going to stamp it right on the front here. Right in the middle of all those colors. That's so pretty. Look how pretty that is. So I feel like I could actually see how that lines up. I put that in there so it would line up. I could actually mount that and be done. But I want to add a little bit of color to my daffodil. But this would be an adorable card. You could put the Easter blessings right here. There's all kinds of great words in the... I've markered the blessings a couple of times. I have Happy Mother's Day, you know, so you could do all kinds of things. This is just a really nice, simple card. And you can add some embellishments to it. Like on the first one, I didn't put any on, but on this one, I have the butterflies here to put on there. Okay, so let's do a little bit of coloring. So I just took my blends. Again, I wanted it to be really simple. This is a dark daffodil. This is a light calypso. I used a light Granny Smith and then my Wink of Stella. So I'm just going to go over these and it'll just darken them a little bit. Not a ton because I like it. Again, I wanted it simple. So I went over that real quickly. Now I'm going to take my light Calypso Coral. I'm going to hit the inside of my daffodil. A little bit around the bottom. And then here's my dark daffodil color. And I've darkened that just a little bit. Now, because I want it to, oh, now you can see that better. Now I've got my Wink of Stella, and I'm going to make my daffodils sparkle. Because I can. Can you see the sparkle? Sometimes I think it's hard to see on camera compared to in person. That's why y'all need to come stamp with me at my house. Can you see the sparkle? There she is, just a little bit. Okay, so I don't want to add any embellishments yet because I still want to run this through the die cut. My cute little girl here. So I'm going to run her through here because I'm going to cut out. Whoop, that's so close. So I'm going to stagger my plates again. Remember, this is Little Mini Boss is 20% off right now. So if you've debated on whether to get her or not, this is your perfect time. So I'm going to line this up. Scoot her over. Okay, I got her all lined up. My plates are nice and staggered. I'm going to run her through. And she's just a nice size to have on your desk. A lot of our dies fit through there without a problem. The new Waves ones fit through. We checked that out the other day. Okay, so again, I've got schmutz, but it's going to cover up. And why I wanted to cut her out, this flower, is I wanted to stick this down, and then I wanted to raise this up with some ribbon. So let's do that real quick. I am working, this is Seal. I can't wait to see those baby pictures. She's so cute. Of course, all grandchildren are cute. I mean, have you ever met one that isn't? So here's my ribbons. And so I couldn't decide which one I wanted to use because I love this Bumblebee Gingham, and then this is the Pale Papaya. So I decided to use both. When in doubt, use them both. So I'm going to wrap this around. And I'm to the end. I must like this color. I have an order I need to send in. I've been waiting just to see what else I needed. And obviously, that's one of the things I need to add to my order. Let's see if I have enough to go around. Oh, barely. Okay, so what I did was I came over here and I tied this in a little knot. Can you tell I've been crafting today? It's the sign of a good day. If you go out with glitter on your face, that's only better. But it's just, we had a beautiful weekend here in Indiana, and today it's a little cold and rainy. I had to run to Walmart this morning, and when I came out of the store, it blew my receipt away. I had to chase it in the parking lot. Gosh. And then I made that little loop, and then I'm just going to tie this right over the top. Just a little bit. I'm just going to knot that. There we go. Now I'm going to seal this on the front, cover up my schmutz. If you ever got a card from me and you took it apart, there's probably schmutz. Now this one I did not mount on the soft seafoam. This I added a layer of soft seafoam in there, and it was so subtle I thought I would try it without, just to see. Okay, so then I took some dimensionals, stuck my daffodil on. I love it. And then these butterflies just really make me happy. The Only thing I found is the tiny ones do better if I put them on with a little two-way glue. Or the fine tip, either one. See, like this one fell off. They're tiny, and so they have tiny glue under them. So if I put a little bit of this down, and I don't need a ton, and then I just kind of slide it in there. I can't get it right on top. And then I've added just enough glue to hold that cute, adorable little thing in place. So there we go. I'm going to leave the other one without, I want to add another butterfly right there. Put one of these other little ones right there. Because I can. I mean, I love our embellishments. We have the best ribbons and embellishments, and they just all go so well together. Okay, friends. So there you go. You have 2 pretty daffodil cards. What a fun thing. And thanks for watching me. Don't forget to like this and subscribe, and we'll become friends. And I hope to stamp with you again soon. All right, have a great day. Thanks.